What is it that makes these scenes so relaxing? Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most oddly satisfying moments in film. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the moments in movies that are inexplicably pleasurable to watch, rather than moments of wish fulfillment, like a villain getting his or her comeuppance. Number 10. The One Ring slowly sinking in lava. The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. At the end of this epic trilogy, Frodo Baggins has finally arrived at Mount Doom to destroy the One Ring. After a brief change of heart and a scuffle with Gollum, the ring and Gollum take a plunge into the volcanic crater. But upon hitting the lava, the One Ring does not sink right away, floating on a little creme brulee-like crust of magma. It slowly starts to react when the hard skin of lava parts like a perfect grilled cheese, and it sinks gently, melting away. It's not just the fact that the cursed object is gone, there is something about the way it goes. Or maybe we're just hungry?
It's done! Yes, Mr. Frodo. It's over now.
Number 9. Pouring beers, Django Unchained. After liberating Django from a couple of slave drivers, Dr. King Schultz introduces the idea of bounty hunting to Django over a couple of tall, frothy beers.
Despite that cart, I haven't practiced dentistry in 5 years.
The hard close-ups as Schultz pulls on the wooden tap handle, the sound of that fresh flow, and the way the foam head rolls down the side of the glasses and is then cut neatly from the top is as refreshing for the eyes and ears as those beers must taste. It says a lot about the power of association, because those beers look like the most delicious thing in the world. No beer commercial has ever been this persuasive.
Prost!
Number 8. Leg braces fall off, Forrest Gump. Before he would go on to live a legendary and folkloric life, Forrest Gump was just a simple boy with a crooked back in Greenbow, Alabama. In an attempt to get his legs and spine straightened out, he has to wear clunky metal braces, which give him an awkward and stiff gait.
What are y'all staring at? Haven't you ever seen a little boy with braces on his legs before?
But after being set upon by bullies, his friend Jenny tells him to run, and as he's running, the braces start to break apart. It's not just the triumphant music or look of joy on little Forrest's face that makes this so pleasing. You feel the freedom Forrest must feel, and as the metal and straps are flung away, it just feels so good to watch.
That boy sure is a running fool.
Number 7. Applying and removing makeup, Mulan. Who doesn't love getting pampered?
Wait and see when we're through. Boys will gladly go to war for you.
Okay, if it was to set you up for a matchmaking ceremony, it would be stressful, but those ladies know what they are doing. Look at that lip application, that perfect eyeliner swoop. Can someone make this tutorial? But as anyone who enjoys makeup knows, taking it off can be just as much of a process as putting it on. Not for Mulan, apparently. After being sent home disgraced from the matchmaker, she removes her beautifully painted face with a couple of swipes from her sleeve, which must be made of magic and mineral oil, because just like that, it's gone.
When will my reflection show who I am inside?
Number 6. Water collecting in the tree star, The Land Before Time. Before the trauma begins in this beloved children's film, Littlefoot and his family are casually making their way to the Great Valley when his mother spies a lone tree star high up in the bare tree branches.
Look, up there. A tree star.
Very gently, she picks it up and brings it down from the canopy. As the delicate translucent skin of the leaf slowly fills with dew, she presents it to Littlefoot. We don't know why, but that water looks like the cleanest and sweetest in the world.
A tree star. It is very special, and it'll help you grow strong.
Equally satisfying is the way Spike clears out his nest of grass. We're starting to think Don Bluth and company were on a mission to get kids everywhere interested in salads. Number 5. Wallace cutting cheese, A Grand Day Out with Wallace and Gromit.
No cheese, Gromit.
Did you know the moon is made of cheese? Wallace does. And after finding himself want for the creamy bane of every dieter's existence, he decides to take a little jaunt to the moon.
Everybody knows the moon's made of cheese.
Upon landing, they make themselves comfortable, setting out the picnic blanket and getting a plate ready. Soon, Wallace is cutting into the soft, cheesy rock of the moon. The way the knife cuts through the Stilton stalagmite, with a slice then applied to the cracker, is somehow cozier than tea and crumpets.
I don't know, lad. It's like no cheese I've ever tasted.
Number 4. Whipped cream on strudel, Inglourious Basterds. Tarantino is back to delight your senses. He might be known for the copious amounts of stage blood he likes to splash around in his fight scenes, but we're thinking his culinary eye might be where his true skill lies. Once again, the scene is served up by the incomparable Christoph Waltz, as his SS Colonel Hans Landa and Shoshana Dreyfus, aka Emmanuel, share pastries.
Attendez la crème.
The scene is intense, and with our senses heightened, the clink of the bone china and close-ups of the flaky pastries and the soft cream, which looks so frickin' good, becomes somehow ominous.
Après vous.
Even still, the scene is basically food porn and impossible not to enjoy.
Verdict.
Number 3. Woody cleaned and repaired. Toy Story 2. After a collector steals him at a yard sale, Woody gets the full spa treatment.
Thank goodness you're here.
Is the specimen ready for cleaning?
An old man shows up with his kit to refurbish the old toy, and come on, with all those little levels, boxes, and drawers, you know he's basically a magician.
So, how long is this gonna take?
You can't rush art.
Very carefully, the old man quietly begins threading, sewing, and painting with a gentle but firm hand. There is just something so weirdly relaxing about watching someone skilled at work, and you'd be forgiven for feeling like the scene is over too soon. The whole event is proper ASMR.
There you go. He's for display only.
Number 2. The heel fits. Cinderella. You know when you perfectly pack the trunk of a car or click that last piece of a puzzle in place and you feel a strange sense of pride? That must have been what the animators over at Disney had in mind when they were finishing off the images for this scene.
Please, wait! May I try it on?
After the first glass slipper breaks, Cinderella presents the king's envoy with its twin.
But you see, I have the other slipper.
It's not just that the shoe fits, but the way that her heel so perfectly slides into place. We can't imagine that glass slippers would be very comfortable, but they're certainly nice to look at. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
That's a miracle pill.
The chocolate coating makes it go down easier.
Okay. What's wrong? You're acting all skittish.
This is our land! Yes, it is!
Number 1. Brains and Little Pleasures. Amélie. Amélie, the sweet protagonist of the story, knows all about the simple pleasures in life. Combined with Jan Tiersen's gorgeous soundtrack, this scene is truly soothing. We really could have gone with a number of her likes, as all of the little delights are perfectly peaceful and the sort of things that make you want to notice the small details in your own life. But it is the gentle way she plunges her hand into the grains at the grocer's that starts off her list. And if you have ever done this yourself, you know it is as satisfying in practice as it is in theory.
Plonger la main au plus profond d'un sac de grains.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.